Hello and welcome to the Outside Line podcast. I'm Peter.
And I'm Emma.
And we're here to talk about all the serious and the silly aspects of Formula One and other motorsports. So, Emma, did you know that was the first Formula 2 race to have its time moved in North America?
It was the first Formula 2 race in North America, full stop.
Yes,
Was it not?
They couldn't stop telling us. I was a bit sick of it at the end. But yeah, okay, very good, great. Anyway, apart from that, there was a lot of racing this weekend.
There was a lot of racing, and a lot of it was on at the same time as each other. So that's really helpful. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll try to get through all of it. But let's start with some of the noise this week. And I want to start with Formula E. And we found out that Evans is going to leave Jaguar at the end of the season. And we also found out that Lucas de Grassi is going to retire.
Yeah, and he's been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Old man de Grassi.
Old man de Grassi.
Yes.
It's older than Fernando Alonso.
Without spoiling anything, I don't think it spoils anything. He's the only driver to have 0 points so far this season. So
Bless him.
Maybe.
I mean, it's about time he retired, I guess. And he is driving for Lola, so
yeah,
you can't really expect a lot. But,
yeah.
You know.
But yeah, Evans. I mean, we thought that he was a bit upset with his team, and
yeah,
he's still, he still could win the championship, but I guess he's just, I don't know, he wants to move someplace else. I think he's probably
just checking out. Yeah.
Yeah. Then the other thing in Formula E is that they issued a come and get me plea basically for Max to come and test drive their Gen 4 car or whatever it's called.
Well, he likes the Gen 4 car.
Apparently.
He said it's cool, so,
Yeah. So that would be, I mean, if they can get him to do it, then it would really help things, but I'm not sure if he's that interested. Is he? Yeah, he might like to test it, I guess, just to see how it feels, but he wouldn't be interested in racing, I think.
But if it was like just a test, then maybe.
Yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention was that the Indy 500 entry list looks like it's kind of been decided. Sadly, it's only 33 cars, so no bump day.
Oh, what's the point?
Yeah. So the extra people racing are Ed Carpenter, of course, Ryan Hunter-Ray, Sato, Helio Castroneves, Leg,
people who always do
back.
Yes.
Connor Daly back. Jack Harvey back again, and Jacob Abel.
Yay!
Who, when I looked up the entry list, he's listed as a rookie for the race because he got bumped last year. So
he did, yeah. So I guess he is a rookie.
Yeah, that's funny.
That puts him in the conversation for Rookie of the Year, though, doesn't it?
I don't know. I was wondering that. Like, surely not. But imagine he did.
No, it's just one race. Yeah,
he got. That would be funny. Anyway, yeah.
Scored more points in the Indy 500 than Mick Schumacher does.
Yeah, could happen. Actually, no, it's Jacob Abel, so yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Good. Let's move on to F1. And it was a sprint weekend. So
yay.
A lot of stuff to talk about. So sprint quali. Well, what do we say here?
We were skipping the first practice session.
I did watch it, but I've forgotten everything that happened. It's all just a blur this weekend.
I mean, it was useless, but it was an hour and a half long because of, obviously, long break and people bringing lots of updates and stuff. The only notes I've got from the practice session is that there was a lot of rubbish chat from Crofty, even though there was lots to talk about. Max was having a problem with the downshifts, as he normally does on a Friday.
Of course he does.
George did an impression of a steam train.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
And apparently there was a celebrity person there whose name was Chase Infinity, which reminded me of a bank account. So there you go.
Yeah, okay, so in sprint quali, no time for Stroll. The Aston's problems continue.
Yeah. Well, they didn't bring any updates. They didn't bring anything. Every single team, apart from Aston Martin, brought loads of performance upgrades. and they're like, we're not even going to bother doing any upgrades until summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we got 11 teams on the grid, but we haven't really got 11 teams on the grid, because they might as well not be there.
Well, I mean, they were fighting Cadillac in the race, so yeah.
Wow, yeah.
The main thing to say about SQ1 was Liam Lawson got robbed. I'm sure you were happy about that.
I wasn't happy about him getting robbed. I was happy about the hilarious drama that followed of the getting out of the car, getting back in the car, waiting for the stewards, being in the car, getting out of the car.
Yeah, they never would have let him back up. Like, even if they decided that they'd messed up, like, they just don't do that. They don't let like in the middle of the session, they don't say, "Oh, you can go out now if you want." But yeah, it's a bit odd. I thought maybe they changed the rules or something, and we didn't know that the teams knew.
No, we know more than the teams, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So Albon got through into SQ2, but had track limits, I think, wasn't it, or something? And so he should have been
that lap deleted.
Yeah, he should have been out, but Lawson should have been through. But yeah. Anyway, so eventually Albon was demoted after the sessions. So then, yeah, Ocon was, no surprise the Cadillacs and the Aston Martins out. Ocon was maybe the surprise person to get knocked out. Then SQ2, people who got knocked out: Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, Behrman, Albon, Sainz, and Lindblad. Again, no real surprise. I guess maybe it's...
Yeah.
So both the Alpines were through. So they were the fifth team to go through. And I guess one of the talking points will be the Mercedes engine is, it's starting.
Yep.
It's pretty clear it's making the difference now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
this Alpine are good.
Yeah. Okay. Then in SQ3, it finishes Lando on pole.
Yeah.
Then Antonelli, then Piastri. And behind them, we've got Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, Colapinto, Hadjar, and Gasly. Yeah, so it seems...
Yeah. McLaren are back.
McLaren are back. Their upgrades are working.
Yeah.
Not so much...
George is washed.
Yeah. And
Red Bull are back, tentatively.
Sort of. I mean, they're back to fourth best, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, the rise of Alpine, fifth best team. And Colapinto ahead of Gasly. So, all that support he got back in Argentina last week.
It's obviously done him wonders.
Exactly. So, onto the sprint race itself. First of all, Nico Hülkenberg didn't start because
poor Nico.
Engine go bang.
Yeah.
And Bortoleto, he got disqualified for some reason, and then he didn't start either.
It was air intake thing.
Something, yeah.
Something. It was cheating. Whatever his car was doing was cheating. Okay.
Then for the race start, we see the traditional Mercedes bad start.
Yeah.
So Antonelli, he drops back a few places. Then he gets slandered on the radio by Charles Leclerc.
Charles shit talking an actual baby. That's like me going, my little niece can't even walk. Yeah, because she's a baby. What do you mean he's terrible at side to side? Stop that. He can't do wheel to wheel racing. Yes, he can.
Yeah,
Leclerc, he's a baby.
After the race, had to walk it back because you can't say bad things about Italians if you drive for a Ferrari.
Exactly. You can't say bad things about a baby.
Well,
you can't bully a baby.
He's leading the world championship. He's not a baby.
And? Yeah, he's still a baby.
Yeah, but you don't want to lose to a baby, do you?
If you can't slag them off, not in public.
Yeah, then worst of all, he almost gets overtaken by George Russell. So, yeah, bad start for Kimi the first couple of laps. Then, not a whole lot going on. a bit fell off Ocon's car. Then
Mhm.
Behrman ran over that, but didn't seem to matter. We thought there might be something interesting happening because Leclerc does catch up to Piastri, who got into P2. But yeah, then nothing happens.
Nothing
Then he just
happens.
falls back. Then Antonelli, well, he gets done for track limits, so he gets a 5-second penalty after the race, which
Yeah.
drops him down a bit, which means that it ends with Lando winning, Oscar second, then Charles third, and then Russell, Verstappen, Antonelli, Hamilton, and Gasly picks up the final point.
Yeah.
That was the sprint race. There was the moon mission guy. I mean, imagine traveling around the moon and you only get to present the prize for the sprint race. It's
Yeah, but like, what would you rather? Would you rather present a prize for the sprint race or wave the checkered flag? Because that seems to be the only two options.
yeah.
I'd rather give the prize than wave the flag, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, why not? Why not do? He's been to the moon.
Why not both?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was his own choice. He didn't do it out of the good of his heart.
He didn't land on the moon, so it's not that impressive.
Yeah, he's not
is
even
it?
as good as like some of the other people who
Basically, can you sit in a steel box for a couple of days?
Yes, I've been on a plane. I could probably do more.
Yeah.
Maybe not, actually.
Could you take some photos of the moon out the window? That seems to be mostly what they did.
Again, I've been on a plane and taken pictures out of plane window, so I imagine it's not that much different.
You're pretty much qualified, yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
Artemis 3 or whatever they call the next
I don't think I
mission.
am qualified because I wear glasses. I don't think you're allowed to wear glasses in space.
Oh dear.
But you've got to have good eyesight, so...
Oh yeah, in case you might crash into the moon.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's quite easy to miss.
yeah, you don't want this. Okay, anyway. Quali, F1 quali. Again...
Martin Brundle's voice was at its lowest point in quali.
Yeah, he sounded quite sick.
He sounded like he was dying.
Yeah, sounds like you, actually.
Poor guy. Yeah, I sound like that right now.
Yeah, he said he sat next to somebody sick on the plane, so yeah.
Yeah. That implies that he just travels like normal plane.
Yeah.
Whereas Crofty's always like, I was on the plane with George. I was on the plane with Charles. And like Martin's just like on an EasyJet with Alex.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe not easy. Maybe like British Airways.
No, I'd say he's in business class. There's no way.
Oh yeah, but I mean they still let sick people into business class.
I'd argue
you have
they're
to
all
sit
sick.
next to him.
Yeah. Although I could see Martin, I could see him taking the money for business class, but then flying economy to make a little bit of extra on the side. Got that old school about him. Anyway, let's get into quali. I missed this, so this is the one session I haven't seen. So okay. I don't know what happened.
Well,
I have a list of names, but I don't know what happened.
So, listen, the notes are incredible. I've written poor bot because of them having to like fix his car.
Yep.
I think. Then I wrote George has bottled it.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't very good. I've written Crofty useless, but this could be about anything.
Yeah.
Wildly different to yesterday. Because it was actually very exciting.
Oh.
And
okay.
Kimi said "boah."
Boah. Yeah.
Boah. That's it. That's the notes.
That's
all
good.
You're getting from me.
Yeah, no, that's still pretty good. Looking at it, trying to find some, anything peculiar. Lindblad didn't make it out of Q1, it seems.
Yeah.
Maybe a surprise.
Not really.
Not really. And then, again, it's the same Alpine, the extra team in Q3. Mm-hmm. But what Verstappen P2, that seems, a bit of a surprise.
So it was the last session, the Q3 was really good. And it was genuinely like every time someone was doing a lap, you had no idea what was going on, basically. So that was good. And obviously Max P2, which was exciting. So yeah, you going, oh, is Red Bull back? I can't remember where Isaac actually had ended up, but it wasn't.
Well, he eventually got disqualified, so he ended up at the back. But yeah, he ended up in he was in Q3, I think. Yeah, so he eventually has to start, I think, from the pit lane. Yeah, because of
because he something to do with the barge boards or something.
So then, yeah, let's get to the race. Then everybody started on the medium tire, apart from Hadjar, who's starting from the pit lane, and so they decide to do something different. They say you do the medium, then switch to the hard. Seems to be the main strategy. I think Alonso did the medium for so long he was able to switch to the soft at the end. But
I'm pretty sure Bottas started on the softs.
Oh, okay, well,
just because Cadillac they're just testing.
Yeah, I could see that. At the back,
and they just I think he has about 3 pit stops and stuff. It's like whatever. Yeah. Did you see any build up?
No. I watched it later.
Well, Martin's grid walk had DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah.
Who was just chatting nonsense. He was doing like a live, I assume, on TikTok, and he was like, "Martin, hi," and like was just being weird. And then who else did they talk to? Oh, some basketball man. And he asked him, "Who are you there supporting?" And he said, "Oh, I don't know anything about this sport. I'm just here."
Oh yeah.
They need to make me a fan or something. And I was just like, "Could you fuck off, please?" And Martin was like, "Oh well, it looks like the rain's gonna keep off." And the guy was like, "Oh, hopefully there's no rain, so it's a better race." And I was like, "That's how you know he knows fuck all about F1, because we all know rain makes a better race." And then he talked to Colin Farrell.
Oh.
Who is an actual F1 fan.
Okay.
And he was saying, "Oh, the first time I went to F1 was in 1998, and I went with my mates to Monza, and we watched Eddie Irvine and all this." And I was like, "Oh, an actual fan," which I enjoy. So, but he seemed very upset that like Martin had never spoke to him before.
Oh.
So, yeah.
But he was just there he was in that movie Miami Vice. Is that why they got him?
I assume so, yeah. But yeah, he was like in the VIP bit, but obviously he was like properly really excited to be there. Okay. Unlike, the basketball man before, who was just like, "I don't know anything about this and I don't care." Like, okay. Waste of space. Let someone actually who likes it go, please. But yeah. I think that's it for my
grid walk.
My grid walk, yeah. My impressions of the grid walk. But yeah, the marina was back, the fake marina, but there was only 2 boats in it.
Were there any mermaids?
No, no mermaids.
Mermaids in this economy.
The budget's gone down. You can't afford mermaids this year. Yeah. There's been less and less mermaids since it started. Yeah. So sad. They must be hunting them in Florida.
Yeah.
Endangered species.
The gators keep getting them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, those poor mermaids. Someone think of the mermaids, please.
Okay, let's get to the start. And again, the Mercedes, both of them this time, have a bad start.
Yeah.
I would say. And it's Leclerc who, well, again, Ferrari always have a good start, it seems. Yeah. So he gets into the lead in front of Antonelli. And then Piastri also makes his way up to P4. He has a good start. Then Max does something described as genius by Martin Brundle, which was
spin
around.
Genius. He's a genius.
In fairness, he was referring to like the way he sort of collected, like got it out of the spin and kept the momentum and didn't lose so many places. But uncharacteristic mistake from Max there.
It's the car.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah.
It is.
I don't think you can blame this on the car. I think.
I know. I did see he got a bit too much on the curb and.
Yeah,
put his foot down, and I agree with what Martin was saying. It looked a bit like he was panicking.
Yeah. Which
is not Max like at all. So.
Yeah, I think he goes in. Yeah, he just gets it wrong, and then he's offline, and then he's trying to kind of, fight like there's a car on his inside, which I think surprises him. and
Yeah.
not in his on the outside. I mean, and he seems surprised by it, and then he just puts his foot down.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be the car. I mean, in fairness, those cars, when you put your foot down, I think you're never 100% sure how much power you're actually going to get. So
yeah,
I could see that as well. Anyway, yeah. So Max drops back quite a bit. In fact, he, he he's then bullying the midfield, trying to get back to the front, which I thought was
fucking
rude.
Carlos Sainz.
Yeah.
Saying, "Oh, he's bullying me. He thinks he can do whatever he wants."
Yeah,
like,
just because we're in the midfield.
No, he didn't. He didn't push him off. He was nowhere near off.
I thought
no,
he was
he fucking
a bit tasty.
He was aggressive, but he didn't push Sainz off.
Yeah, I think
he might have pushed Alex off.
He made a contact with a few other people down there. Sainz.
Yeah, like Liam and...
Yeah. Well, Liam eventually is so scared that just lets him through, it seems. But, yeah, Gasly, Albon, Sainz, and Liam.
All his exes.
Pretty much, actually, yeah.
Yeah, all the ex-teammates, he just barges his way through.
Yeah, he was a bit... I could see what they were saying. So I think he was maybe just on the side of legality, but he was making a lot of moves which... Yeah, a bit crazy, I think, Like, dangerous for him in terms of, like, could have easily picked up damage or puncture or anything, so...
Yeah, but, I mean, we're back at the point we were last season, where he's not leading the championship, and he's just going a bit crazy, really, to try and get as many points as he can. Okay,
so what else is happening? Well, Colapinto and Hamilton, they had some contact, damaged Hamilton's car. Apparently lost whatever. They give some numbers of like, you've lost 15 downforce, as if
as if it means anything.
Yeah, nobody who's watching will understand what that means, but it just means he's slow, and it proved to be, basically. I'm not sure we'll mention him again until the end.
Yeah.
Then Antonelli does catch up to the back of Leclerc, and we get some leapfrogging. On the radio, Lando's told to just sit there and watch them yo-yo.
Yeah, just let them do.
Let them do what they want.
Do their thing.
And then we got to see angry Hadjar. He's back. He's back. He never went away. He's lurking under the surface.
Because Lewis's brother was there, so I was wondering if Lewis's dad was there for emergency hugs, but didn't seem like he was.
Yeah, Hadjar was... Yeah, just made, I mean, what you would call
just
a rookie error,
Yeah, just misjudged the corner.
Yeah, clipped his wheel on the entry, and then, his car was broken. So
into the wall.
Just went straight into the wall, and he was really bashing the car. And then
he was so mad, and it was like 5 full minutes of him just...
Yeah.
I assume screaming and hitting the steering wheel.
Eventually, like they would cut away and show like a repeat or something, and then they'd cut back to him, and he's still in the car, still like bashing. Yeah. But yeah, just a silly mistake. That even in F2, those drivers would be angry to make that mistake.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
In F2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I feel his pain because I was in the F1 game. I was doing a few laps in Miami, and I also crashed into that wall quite a lot. So.
And then you sat and hit the steering wheel for 10 minutes.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, well, around the same time of this, it seems that...
It's literally the same time.
It's the same time. So we see Norris passes Antonelli, decides to stop watching them to fight in front of him and get involved. Mm-hmm. And then we saw Lawson and Gasly come together.
Yeah.
Which ends up with dramatically Gasly sort of...
Upside down.
He's upside down, and then he's in the wall, like hanging out of the wall, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty crazy crash. But I think it just looks way more dramatic than it is.
I was surprised at how easily the car flipped.
Yeah, it does seem to happen that, like, if they come together the wrong way, especially if it's wheel on wheel or one wheel
wheel
goes
on
over
wheel,
it,
and they kind of, it flips one, and then it's like shit, yeah, they are quite light and they do flip very easily.
Yeah,
Crazy.
they're not light. They weigh a ton. I
Well,
think literally,
yeah,
but
but they're
somehow.
lighter than last year,
Yeah, that's true.
aren't they? So
Yeah, it was deemed a racing incident afterwards. They did.
it's because Liam had a gearbox failure and there was literally nowhere else he could go.
I see. Okay.
So that's what happened.
Yeah. So anyway,
So
obviously,
no one
all of
was
that
at fault.
stuff brings out virtual safety and then the full safety car. And one person, I think, decides to pit. So it's very, very early in the race.
Yeah.
And Max decides that he's sick of, fighting the midfield, bullying the midfield, and he's just going to come in for hards, which drops him back further into the midfield.
Further into the midfield, yeah.
But he's on newer tires then, so I guess at least it makes it a little bit fun. But
and drops back so he can bully even more.
Exactly, yeah. Poor Sainz watching him, come out behind him and say, "Oh God, not this again."
Not again.
But unfortunately for him, he did cross the pit lane exit line.
Yeah.
Which does lead to him getting a 5-second penalty, but they don't give it to him during the race.
No.
They claim there's limited video, but
I mean, either you crossed the line or you didn't.
Well,
there's not like a debate about it.
Yeah, but I guess they didn't have access to enough video.
Yeah, but I mean, what changes between during the race and after the race?
I guess there's one camera which is like a really good view, and for some reason they don't have access to it, which is stupid.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah. No, I hate when those sort of penalties are done after the race. So.
Yeah, because he could have, especially because it's 5 seconds. 5 seconds is so easily counterable. Maybe not in the Red Bull, but just in general. Like, come on, stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's quite a few things that the marshals, or not the stewards, were like, "We'll decide this after the race." I guess.
Yeah.
They get paid overtime or something.
I mean, for every single racing series this week, actually, there was multiple things decided after the race.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I hate to see it, but I mean, you have some sympathy. Sometimes it's just too much stuff. Yeah, that it's hard to adjudicate, and then.
I mean, stuff like the Pierre and Liam thing. Yes, look at that after, because you don't have the full story.
Yeah.
But something as simple as did he cross the line or not?
Yeah.
That should be easily solved.
Yes. Yeah. So, that's whatever setup they had with whatever cameras they had, they got it wrong.
Yeah.
So we do get the sort of normal pit stops come, and Mercedes somehow get it right. Or actually, everybody else gets it wrong, it seems. So Mercedes figure out that there's a really strong undercut available. They get Russell to pass Leclerc, and they get Antonelli to pass Norris. Just like one lap earlier, they pit, and that's a big mistake by those other teams. I think to leave yourself vulnerable to that, it's silly.
Yeah, but also we're talking about Ferrari and McLaren, two notable bad strategists.
Yeah, I think Mercedes have always been the best.
Yeah.
But so it does mean that's how Antonelli gets into the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it's Verstappen who's in the lead at this stage because he's already done his pit stop and he's like about 10 seconds ahead of them, but his tyres are way older.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're going to go off, and it's just a question now of how many people pass him before the end. Although, as I think, was it Piastri's engineer was like, it was like, get ready, Leclerc's going to catch Verstappen in a minute and it could get tasty. So I guess everyone's like, nobody wants to pass Max, even if you've got like 20 lap newer tires.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. Lando does catch up to the back of Antonelli, and Antonelli is sort of panicking a bit about gear paddle and gear shifts and stuff.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah, he does sound a bit panicked, but even like Norris he catches him, but then can't really pass him, so
Mm.
it doesn't really matter. I was getting worried here that nothing is going to happen before the end of the race. Because at one point they were focusing on Alonso versus Perez at the back. I was like, this can't be this can't be the most exciting thing that's going to happen before the end of the race. But actually, it does. We do get some proper action.
Some good stuff actually happens.
So, yeah, Piastri is behind Leclerc. They've both passed Verstappen at this stage. And Piastri overtakes Leclerc. And then Leclerc, well, I don't know what he does, but he just
fucks it into a wall.
Yeah, just fucks it into the wall.
I think he spins, doesn't he?
He spins and then...
I think he has a similar spin to Max, where just too much power too soon spins it out, but unfortunately he hits a wall.
Yeah.
And damages his suspension.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just cannot control it.
No. I think... I think, again, with Max, it was genius that he crashed in the best way possible. Because it could have been worse. It could have been a bigger crash. Yeah. But it does mean he's in the wall and he's going very slowly. And both Russell and Verstappen pass him. Russell at that stage, I think it just passed Verstappen as well. So he got past. And then, both of them get past Leclerc. Leclerc ends up getting 20-second penalty because he's deemed to be driving in an unsafe condition.
And leaving the track multiple times.
Yeah, without a reason, without a good reason.
Without a justifiable reason. I would say having crashed the car is a justifiable reason.
Yeah, well, I think the argument is it's not safe.
You shouldn't have been driving then, yeah. If you can't drive the car, you shouldn't drive the car.
Yeah, if you can't make it through the corners safely, then which fair enough anyway. Mm-hmm. So that was some last lap drama. It was exciting. But Antonelli holds on for another win. It's boring now, isn't it? Antonelli.
No.
Domination.
No, I still love it. Still think it's great.
Antonelli wins.
Because I love watching George get fuming.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch him have a total mental breakdown.
Yeah.
I want to watch him crack. I
still think it's all part of the big Mercedes sandbag. And, they'll have upgrades next race. And I think, Antonelli's he's going to fall off again like last season in the European leg, I think. So
that's the thing. That's the only thing I can think is that once we get to Europe, he's going to have a lull.
So if God forbid I'm Russell, I wouldn't be panicking just yet. I wouldn't be having a full mental breakdown just yet.
He is fuming though.
Yeah. Good.
He's getting more and more angry.
Yeah.
And as we know, about 80% of F1 is mental. So if he's not in the right headspace, even if Kimi falls off, he might fall off as well.
Yes.
In sympathy.
Yes. So Antonelli wins it, Lando second, Oscar's third. Then comes Russell, then Verstappen, Hamilton, Colapinto.
Yeah.
Leclerc is demoted to P8. And then Sainz and Albon complete the top 10. So points for Williams. And,
double points for Williams.
Double points.
And P7 for Colapinto.
Yeah, exactly.
Wild.
That's his best ever
Wild
result.
And crazy.
So maybe
you would never expect.
No, but as we said, that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the top 10. No, 7 out of the top 10 on Mercedes engine.
Yeah.
Mad. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. But Williams, I mean, from where they were to score double points, even if quite a lot of people knocked out of the race, but.
Yeah, I was going to say, you also have to caveat that there was quite a few people knocked out of the race.
Still pretty shocking. I mean, you wouldn't have bet on it, I think.
Yeah.
What else to say? Well, I mean, I don't think anybody likes the guy, but the FIA president,
Oh
Mohammed
my
bin
god.
Sulaben. You see him pouring water on Kimi at the end.
It was
Really?
Lando's water that Lando had drank from and possibly might have spat in, because, that's what blokes do. And then
Okay.
he just poured it over Kimmy's head.
Yeah, really creepy. Really.
I hate. Why is he so obsessed with their hair and their heads and stuff?
Yeah.
Because he used to ruffle Lando's hair all the time.
Yeah.
And then he dumps this water over Kimmy's head. Like, mate, leave him alone.
Yeah. Ugh.
Stop it.
Oof.
Ugh. Creepy man.
Yeah. So Antonelli leads the championship now by 20 points.
Yeah.
And he's basically, 3 poles in a row, 3 wins in a row, which, they were quoting the other drivers to have done that, and for their first wins, and it's pretty good company.
Yeah, well, it's just Senna and Schumacher, isn't it?
I think for the wins or something, but I think I don't know.
They were saying he's the first ever driver to have his first 3 pole positions converted into his first 3 wins.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty cool stat, I'd say.
Good. So let's move on to Formula 2 next, I think.
Yes.
Again, quite a few things. Yeah, well, as we said, it's the first time they've been to North America.
Ever.
Although F2 has only been going, in its current form, maybe less than 10 years. So.
Less than 10 years.
Yeah. So it's not surprising.
The guy in charge of F2 was like, we're so excited to bring this championship to a whole new, whatever you call them. Audience. That's the one. And basically, the grandstands were empty the entire weekend for F2. I think I spotted about 10 people.
That's a shame. You'd think that Herta would bring in a few people.
Yeah, but obviously not, because, like I say, IndyCar's quite niche.
Yeah, I don't think there's much overlap
in
between race-going F1 fans and IndyCar fans. Yeah, I think the race-going F1 fans have come in later, and not that interested in IndyCar.
No.
Still, the races I think were quite good. F2 as usual.
They were very good.
So they should like them.
F2 proving that they're probably one of the better series we've got.
I liked.
I feel bad for the people who went, because you've spent all that money. Because from what I've heard, tickets for Miami are really expensive. Why wouldn't you go see the support races? You're just doing yourself out of content. Do you know what I mean? Go see more races.
Well,
what else are you going to do? Walk around and spend money?
Yeah, there was $70 hot dogs or something. So.
Wow, I'd rather watch F2.
Yeah. In the quali, I'll just give the top 4, which was Kushmaini.
Weird.
And then Camera, then Stenshöne, and then Dunn.
Yeah.
Obviously, my interest is with Dunn, who I would say probably should have got pole, but had a big slide in the last corner, just cost him. And it really cost him because he's bringing in a 5-place grid bounty for the feature race, so he really needed to start up as high as possible. Bit unfortunate, but Kushmaini, after all these years, it's all paid off.
Listen, you hang around long enough, you're eventually going to get pole position. That's just how it works. He's the next one that we need to bully out of the sport. I don't think he's been there too long now.
I can't imagine he'll be in it next year.
He was talking about because they interview the top 3, don't they, after qualifying, and they showed his interview, and he was like, "Well, it's really good to get pole position when all the F1 teams are watching." And I was like, "That's so cute that he still thinks he's going to get there." Adorable.
But wouldn't they always be what? F2 always.
The fact is he's part of the Alpine Academy anyway, so an F1 team is watching him. But also, yes, the F1 teams are watching F2. And also, if you've been in F2 for 5 years, I don't think you're going to get there.
No, probably not. It's only his 4th year, by the way. Let's stop.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Come on, be fair. He has got wins. He's got 2 wins.
Yeah, he's got 2 wins. and then this was his first pole position.
Yeah.
But I mean, it ain't good enough, is it?
No. But yeah.
They should do what they do in F1 Academy and only let them have 2 years.
Yeah. Right, let's get to the sprint race.
Mm-hmm.
Miney, I don't know if he takes part because he's pushed to the pit lane.
I don't think he does.
Something wrong with his car,
out.
I guess. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's he would have been starting P10 anyway, so I guess.
Yeah, because reverse grid.
Reverse grid, yeah. So on pole is Soloff, then Van Hopen, then Goethe, and then Dirksen are your front 2 rows.
Yeah.
Dunn has quite a good start. He gets up to P5. And Goethe has a terrible start, drops to like P10. So not good. So then basically what happens is that Van Hopens and Dirksen are fighting each other for P2 and Soloff gets away for a bit. Then, well, we see a lot of leapfrogging here as well because the DRS seems to be really powerful that basically, and on this track you have so many DRS zones that...
There's 4, isn't there?
It's 3 or 4, yeah, it's a lot.
3 or 4, yeah, there's a lot.
So it does mean that, it's very powerful. In fact, I think at both races it's like you don't want to be leading come the last lap because you're going to get overtaken. So that's sort of what happens here because, well, Dunn eventually makes his way up to P3 and he's saved his tyres better than everybody else and he's on a charge. But we're running out of laps. So Soloff, he eventually gets caught by Van Hopen. And the 3 of them are basically fighting at the end. And I think it's Soloff who comes out on top.
Yes.
And you basically, it was like 3 wide or something coming out of the last corner or something. It was
Yeah, it's good.
It was good. But Soloff is the one who crosses the line first, then Van Hopens, then Dunn. Then you have Verone, then Dirksen, Stenshorner, Mini, and Beganovic are the top 8 in the reverse grid. So good win for Soloff. He won the previous round. It was so long ago, I can barely remember. So sort of back-to-back wins for him. So that's pretty good. And Dunn, not looking good, looking feisty.
As he usually does.
As he usually does, yeah. Well, until we come to the feature race. So, as we said, the start time got pushed because, well, the F1, they changed the F1 start time by a few hours, and then that meant they had to change the F2 start time because there was a storm forecast.
Rain. Yeah, rain and lightning and stuff. And in Florida, you're not allowed to be outside during thunderstorms.
No.
I don't know why. They're very dangerous in Florida. Nowhere else in the world, but in Florida, you have to go inside.
Yes.
It's a rule. So.
Yeah. So to make sure that the F1 race wasn't in the rain, they put this race into the rain, basically.
They put the F2 race in the rain.
Well, not less rain.
Well, it wasn't actively raining.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
It had been, and then it was just really, really wet.
Yeah, it was just really, really wet. So we saw multiple formation laps under the safety car. But they did decide they would do standing start in the end. So I mean, if they can make that decision, I prefer a standing start.
I also prefer a standing start, but I was a little bit shocked to see it because it did, the spray was a bit crazy. Yeah,
there was a lot of spray, but they played Dunn's radio where he was like, the grip is pretty good, it's just a lot of spray.
Yeah.
So I guess they thought, why not? Go for it. It's F2, it's crazy anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Not going to matter. Oh, one thing to note from the start is that Roden screwed up because they were sort of slow. They were sort of dawdling walking off the grid. And, so it meant that Stenshorner got a stop-go penalty that you got to serve as soon as possible. So it completely screws your race getting one of those. So, they really messed up there.
Well, they also messed up they messed up with him serving the penalty as well because he did it wrong. So.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't,
Yeah.
didn't note that. Yeah. Well, speaking of Kushmani, the way the commentary team referred to him was that he's very experienced.
Very experienced.
Which means, yeah, he's been in F2 way longer than you're supposed to be.
Then he should.
Yeah. The commentary, they had, like, what would you call him? The other guy.
The other guy, Piers.
Is that his name? I don't know.
Piers.
He kept saying
right.
this.
The two of them were as bad as each other.
Yeah.
What a shit commentary team.
That's so mean.
Horrible. No, but neither of them know what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, I did notice a few mistakes that Chris made, but I mean, it's
the other guy was also bad.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say anything bad about him. I was just going to say that he kept having to clarify. He would say these are the best racers in single seater, and then he'd be like, "Oh, does F1 exist?" And he'd have to say on the ladder to F1 or something like that. Which but he said it like over the weekend loads of times. Like
he's not very good.
Yeah, they do. It was like a sort of dueling commentary because I think normally, when it's Alex Brundle or somebody, he's just there to kind of give opinions and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But this guy was like taking over the commentary sometimes.
He was.
So you got to they're battling each other who gets to say what. Anyway, so the race does start. It's not so much carnage. Apart from Solov got spun out by Intrapuvasak. But apart from that, it was fairly clean, as much as F2 can be. And so, yeah, well, of course, Stenson has that penalty, so he doesn't really count. So it's Miney stayed in the lead, and then Kamara and Dirksen, your top three. But, yeah, we did have to have a safety car, I guess, to deal with Solov, but he mustn't have been able to restart the car.
Yeah.
There was a safety car, and we did get to see, I think it was Miney and Kamara didn't follow the safety car down the pit lane or something.
No, so they were just going round. But I don't know if anything came of that.
No, there was no penalties, it seems.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which I was shocked about, because obviously it's a safety thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But, okay. We don't really care about safety in America or in F2. So.
You think it was a nod to IndyCar? It's like, we don't give a shit about safety here.
Yeah.
I think it's probably like the message went out late.
It was just a bit late, yeah.
Blah, blah. The teams are able to argue that. Yeah, but it was sort of funny that they... So Stenson, he hadn't been able to do his stop and go penalty at this stage.
No, he just did a straight through the pit lane. But he'd gone in before everyone else. Couldn't serve the penalty, so he just did like a drive-through essentially, and then ended up in front of Kushmani. And then it was just chaos trying to figure out who actually was meant to be in front and who wasn't. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was
very
funny.
weird.
The race does restart, but then Goethe crashes. Just goes into the wall, I think.
By himself.
Yeah.
I think he just couldn't see, lost control, wall.
Yeah.
The end.
But I think he did make his way off track safely, but then there was debris, so they still had to call a VSC. But apparently they, the VSC puts like a maximum speed. Apparently, like when it's like that was as fast as they could go anyway in the wet, so it didn't. Basically, they were still going as fast as they could around the track.
Oh.
Which seems counterproductive. Like that's not what the VSC is for. But
no.
Yeah, if that's the rule, they should change that. That's stupid.
Yeah, they should.
Then we got the restart. I want to talk about Dunn again because he has quite an eventful few laps. He gets passed by Leon at the start, then gets it back. Then he's looking quite fast. He catches up to the back of the group ahead of him, and then just totally screws up the final corner. Locks up, goes onto the kind of the very slippery surface because it's wet, and then can't turn the car straight into the wall.
Yeah, straight into the wall.
Which is also a mistake I make in the F1 game quite a lot. That exact corner, it's very, it's very tricky. So yeah, so done just, I don't know, is it uncharacteristic or not? I guess we don't know yet, but
No,
silly mistake.
silly mistakes, but he kind of makes a lot of silly mistakes.
Yeah. And I had
Sometimes.
noticed when he did overtake somebody, he was very fast to move over and block them, which is, you know, he misjudged that in Melbourne and kind of screwed up. Well, lost a load of points for him and got him the penalty. So I thought he'd be a bit more cautious this race, but no.
No.
He's just as aggressive as always, which I guess maybe, yeah. And he got it right anyway. That overtake, but yeah, got it wrong this corner. So yeah, big shame for him.
Yeah, I noted that we had another safety car, and there was all this stuff going on, and it was only lap 10.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, so much happened in so little time.
Yeah.
F2
in the rain. That's what's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, they have a mandatory pit stop in the feature race, so they have to pit.
Even if they're on wet tyres.
Yeah, even if they're on the wet, they got to pit for more wet tyres. There was a very funny thing with Villagomez here. Did you see that?
Oh, when he stalled it.
He stalled it, but then he went into the pit box of Verone. He was blocking Verone, so they couldn't pit, or they had to, the other team had to push the Villagomez out and back into his own pit box, and then
I think he was blocking the Trident one as well, so he was just blocking everyone. It was just like, yeah, that was funny.
Proper chaos. Yeah, so pretty much everybody pits apart from Dirksen, Herta, and Bennett.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Herta and Bennett, that they were also scrapping in the sprint race. And actually, I thought Bennett was actually quite, I don't want to say good, but...
Don't say the word good about John Bennett.
Well... he did better than I expected. He was much cleaner racing than I would have imagined.
Yeah, because he's not Kean Shields.
Yeah, that's true.
I think there might be a modicum of talent in there, but, you know.
Yeah, but so those three don't pit. They decide to risk staying out for whatever reason. Not totally clear. I don't know if it's whether... Can you, is there double stacking? Is it is that a thing?
You can double stack
because
in F2.
Do they all have different pit boxes? Is that it? Or
No. They have the same pit box. So you can double stack, but obviously because the pit stop takes longer, you need a bigger gap.
Right, okay.
So it's probably better to leave it a lap or two.
Yeah, I thought maybe that's why they stayed out. But then everybody else was... Yeah, okay, it's very confusing. But anyway... Yeah, well, we'll get to it in a minute, but it doesn't benefit them at all, basically.
No.
So race gets going again, but then Stensoner gets spun around. I think it's by Van Hoopens. Could have been Verone, but basically the three of them there in the last corner, they all kind of choreographed, synchronized spinning. And then for some reason, an AIX is in there as well, who wasn't part of the incident, but I think just makes their own mistakes, so they're there. I don't know if that's Shields or Fittipaldi.
Was it Kean?
Could be Kean. Could be Fittipaldi. It's hard to...
Yeah, I mean, either of them.
Yeah, I could have believed either of them. So this brings out another safety car, and I think Dirksen and Herta and Bennett, they all decide to cut their losses and pit, but it's... their races are done, I would say. Then we've got... race restarts. Kamara is leading, Beganovic second, Leon third, Mini fourth. I don't know exactly how Beganovic got up there, or Leon, but anyway.
Dino made some tasty moves.
Okay.
So, and I don't know if he got shuffled around in pit stops as well.
Yeah, I imagine that's what did it.
He was making some tasty moves.
Yeah. So we did have a VSC, because Kean Shields kept spinning out. And and we got to see Bennett do a lap on slicks. for the hell of it.
That was amazing. He just decided to gamble on slicks for one lap. I'm glad that he didn't have the ego to keep with it.
Yeah.
Because I think about that there's a couple of races where George has decided to gamble on slicks, and because George's head is so big, he doesn't want to go back. Whereas at least John Bennett has the humility to say this was the wrong decision.
Yeah.
After he spins out a couple of times, skates all over the place. Yes, good idea, John.
Exactly, but thankfully he's back on the wet tires. But So then we come to the end of the race. Pretty wild fighting between Kamara and Beganovic. Kamara has a wild send at one point, which basically lets Mini sort of get back in, get involved, and and Mini's they're fighting each other. Beganovic, I think, makes a mistake, I would say.
Both of them make mistakes.
They're all making
mistakes,
times. Actually,
yeah.
But in the end, it's Mini who gets through and wins the race. He wins.
I always forget about Mini.
Yeah, well, we've talked about him.
Forgettable.
We've talked about him before in this podcast because, he always tops the Formula E tests when he's part of them, and occasionally he does something good in F2, and you're like, maybe he is a good driver. Maybe he is.
He's just so forgettable, though.
Yeah.
Until he comes out of nowhere and then wins, and you're like, where did he come from?
Yeah.
He's in a bright pink car as well.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, his track record is not so bad. He's second in Freck, second in Formula 3. So,
he's not bad. It's just that he just seems to get a bit lost in everyone else.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, maybe he is, yeah. Maybe he'll be involved come the end of the season. Anyway, so he wins it. Beganovic second and Kamara third. Then you've got Leon, Maini, Miata, Boya, Herta, Montoya, and Dirksen. So Herta must have done okay, actually, after, because he was behind Dirksen, wasn't he? But then
I feel like I remember seeing. Well, I didn't see the overtakes, but when you watch the things on the side, and I do remember seeing Colton making some overtakes. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see them.
Yeah.
But
yes. So in the championship, Salah still leads, but now Mini's 1 point behind him in joint second with Kamara. So it's it's only the second race weekend, so there's really no point in talking about the championship. But it's still, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Colton, he's scored points twice now in feature races. I guess that's not the worst start for him. But I mean, if he needs to get finishing the top 6 or 7 to get super license points, then he really
he needs to sort of get himself together. I've seen a couple of people making some, I'll say, snidey comments about him this weekend.
Yeah.
Saying oh, everyone talks about Colton Herta, but he hasn't impressed and stuff. And I'm like, it's literally the second weekend.
Yeah. And the cars and the tires are so different.
Yeah.
I think that. I still predict he'll be involved.
I think he'll get it together. It's just how long will it take him to get it together?
Yeah. Then we'll come to Formula E.
Formula E.
2 races,
which was on at the
Berlin.
same time as F2.
Yeah.
So I had to watch. I watched them both at the same time. So
I don't know how you could possibly. They're both really difficult to follow because there's so much going on.
So difficult to follow.
But especially these races in Berlin, they weren't.
Oh, they were nuts.
They were nuts, but
Absolutely
I would say
nuts.
they weren't. There was too much going on, too much churn, and neither of them were that good. I think. I think the problem is that they were both energy-saving races.
Yeah.
So
the second one more than the first one.
Second one more than first, but I think where was it? Madrid maybe, or somewhere where the pit boost race was actually really good because they were like flat out from the start, whereas they were still this one wasn't. They were energy saving even in the pit boost race, so wasn't quite as fun. But still, well, let's talk about them.
Formula E.
Yeah, still Formula E.
Still Formula E.
So first quali. Okay. I'll just list the drivers. Got through into the duels. Verline, Drogovic, Rowland, Cassidy, Taylor, Barnard was P5. He'd looked good in the practice, but didn't make it into the duels. Evans, P7, and Jev was really angry for some reason. Not clear why. Group 2, Tictum, and then Mortara. Oh, Maloney and Mueller made it through. Degrassi on his retirement announcement weekend, he hit the wall. So he was probably thinking, I'm making the right choice here. DaCosta P5, guess not so good if he wants to be if he thinks he's in the championship this year.
Yeah.
He has won 2 races, but that's not so good. Maloney, first time ever in the duels.
Good for him.
And then in the final of the duels, we'll just skip to the final. Mortara beats Verline. Verline had hit the wall in the previous.
Yes, he had wonky steering.
He had wonky steering, yeah. So still won his semi-final. So pretty good. But because the energy saving races really the quality means nothing. And maybe it means a little bit more in the first race, but
that's what they were saying. It meant a little bit more in the first race than the second, but it didn't really mean a lot.
Yeah,
as we will see.
Yes, as we will. Well, so in the first race, 39 laps, got a pit boost, and lots of churn, and somehow it's the Lolas getting the lead. Point, which makes a mockery of things, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting that while they were pushing to get into the lead, I guess maybe to get some free advertising or something. I don't know why they did that. Porsche, both of their cars dropped to like P9 and P10. So both Mueller and Verline. They were obviously kind of doing a sensible energy saving thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Verline, he picks up a puncture, which is always a bit of a risk when you're back in the pack. But it does happen, and screws his race. Tictum was doing pretty well, but then
I don't want to know about it because I was gutted.
He got the old 23139 error, which sure we're all familiar with that error. Are we? No, I don't know. It's just a bunch of numbers, but something went wrong with his car, and he had no energy, and he dropped to the back.
No power, and then he was at the back.
So his race is screwed.
Yeah.
We did see the pit boost make a difference in terms of overcut, undercut, which, as I've explained before, I don't understand how that can happen in Formula E, but
it does.
It does. So Ollie Rowland stayed out. I think he stayed out, and I think he got a slipstream from some other idiot who stayed out, who's leading the race, and so Rowland was able to go fast and save energy. So so he stayed out like 6 laps longer, and had a big overcut. But the real story is Mueller in the Porsche, in the pink Porsche.
Pink pig.
Yeah, why? Yeah, that's what they called them. But
they explained it.
I didn't get it.
It's to do with the Le Mans car,
right? That
had this livery, basically.
I see.
And it didn't win.
Oh.
Right. It's what it didn't win. And then they did a redo of that livery and it did win. But I don't know why they were doing it.
Okay. Anyway, Mueller in the pink Porsche, he's got 3% more energy than anybody else. So Porsche did very clever this race in terms of energy saving.
Yeah.
Like 3% is a huge amount, and like that's basically like
it's massive.
It's almost like enough to do an extra lap. So like, I mean, deploying that is going to be pretty good. So he does. Well, everybody ends up taking attack mode, but the outcome is basically Mueller has a big lead after the attack mode. Got like 5 seconds or something. At this point, Google comes along and says he's only got a 30% chance of winning, which
that was so funny to me.
Even the commentators,
I think he was about 10 seconds ahead or something, and it said, "Oh, he's only got a 30% chance of winning." Like, really? Yeah. Are you watching the same race?
Exactly. I mean, who's going to beat him? But again, I think the AI is stupid, right? I mean, it's
yes.
It's not. It doesn't think, right? It just says, "Oh, this person has a big lead," but like normally big leads don't really matter in the FE, so it doesn't. But completely ignores the context that like everybody else has less energy and has already used the attack mode. So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, he has a huge chance of winning, and he does win. So
he does win. Yeah.
But sometimes when the Google comes up, like the commentators, they're told to praise it. Because like at one point it said something correct. It said like, Ericsson is going to pit now, and Ericsson pits. And they're like, wow. Oh, just as Google predicted, just as Gemini predicted, as if like anybody could predict that. And like, you know, ignores all the other times Google has just completely got it wrong. So
yeah.
Pointless.
Bless him.
Yeah, anyways, so Mueller's got the big lead, and then it's really behind him fighting for P2, and it's Cassidy against Rowland against Mortara, and in the end it's Cassidy who gets P2 and Rowland P3, but Mueller wins on his 69th attempt. He wins. Nice.
Good for him.
Good for Porsche in their home race, supposedly, in Germany. And then who do we have? Mortara, P4, Dennis, P5. Oh, we didn't mention, I think Dennis was the one he had loads more energy as well, but then missed the attack mode.
Well,
they said,
well, it wasn't sort of clear. But the next race, Sam Bird said that he didn't miss attack mode. It was just a weird way of reporting something.
Well, it sounded like you have to arm the attack mode on your steering wheel, and then it sounded like he'd forgotten to do that. Anyway, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the cars are so complicated, it could easily the software is so complicated, it could easily something went wrong. Anyway, good result anyway for him, P5.
Yeah.
Then you've got Evans, Marty, Barnard, De Vries, and De Costa is your top 10. Oh, yeah, I mean, Evans up there, good recovery, I'd say. If he's going to be in the championship.
Yeah, unfortunately that race was a write-off for me. So.
Well, why? Because of Dictum?
Yeah, always.
Well, let's come to race 2.
It was a bad weekend again.
It wasn't. But for race 2 in the quali, Ticktum made a strategic choice.
It was strategic. He definitely did it on purpose. 2
and a bit seconds behind everybody else.
Yep, it was completely strategy.
In fairness,
I'm glad that Sam Bird pointed it out.
Marty in the second group also was like way off the pace, so possibly.
Yes, but is that not just the car is shit?
It could be, yeah, but
rather than
I think Evans as well.
We did this on purpose.
Like they were a bit off the pace. I think there was something going on in terms of.
I don't know if it was big brain to be like actually 2 seconds off though.
Well, no, I think it was. You didn't want to hurt somehow you had to reuse the tires. You didn't want to hurt them too much or something. Maybe there was a strategy. I was watching Ticktum to see because at one point he has the most energy left. And you're like, oh, it's true. It was big brain strategy.
Yeah.
But no, nothing comes. No. Anyway, in the second quali, a little different duels this session. Cassidy, Barnard, Drugovic, and Jean-Eric Verne got through. And also Da Costa, Ericsson, Maloney again, and Verline through. And it was Verline who beat Barnard in the final. So Verline picks up more points, which he is often
he doesn't need. Just doesn't need any more
well,
points.
That's why you win championships. It's always picking up the little things.
Why can't he get fucking errors on his car?
Well, because he drives a Porsche. And Tictum tries for
Right.
Kira. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Race 2. Yeah, they were saying like the cars didn't even do burnouts at the start of because they don't want to waste the energy. So you're like,
Ugh,
this is a
this is
terrible
going to be
omen.
good, isn't it?
Yeah. So race gets going, except Ollie
Rowland didn't.
But maybe that was a big brain move as well. To
Yeah.
Well, I think
To not start the race.
Tictum nearly smashed into the back of him, so not,
He did, yeah.
He wouldn't plan to do it, but he was down at the back, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
But really, nobody wants to lead this race.
No.
Mahindra, again, maybe they wanted some free advertising. They both their cars moved into the lead at some point. The Citroens were also hanging around up there.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the way I saw it was basically you have 37 laps. About 20 of them are just to see who crashes out. So they're like circulating, they're going round and round. You're getting a lot of overtakes, a lot of churn, a lot of, I mean, in fairness, skillful driving to not crash into each other. But like it makes no difference to the final race, really, to the final result. So Cassidy, he got hit by De Vries at one point. He blames De Vries, but actually it was like 4 into one corner doesn't go. So
yeah, it wasn't for once. It wasn't.
For
Nick
once, it
fault,
wasn't.
But
Nick
it made me.
Yeah.
The thing he said on the radio made me laugh so much. Because apparently Nick de Vries had told Nick Cassidy that he never makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me.
A mad thing to say, yeah.
That is such an insane thing to say.
Actually, what
no self-awareness.
What Cassidy said was De Vries said he doesn't make mistakes at work. So,
at work, yeah.
So maybe De Vries is philosophical. It's like, well, of course I make mistakes in my personal life, but
yeah,
not when I'm at work.
I don't make mistakes at work.
But yeah, as we know, that's categorically untrue. So
yeah.
But yeah, so it's not his fault, but he gets knocked out. Cassidy continues on until he's hit a few laps later by Buemi. He also blames Buemi for this, which I don't think was not Sebastian's fault either. So anyway, but he has to come in and change his wing. So yeah, his race is kind of done.
He's done.
So lap 12, I would say we get a look at the energy, and there's a couple of people who are way more than everybody else, which is Tictum, Marty, Evans, and Ollie Rowland.
Yeah.
But it's Rowland who makes his way up to the front. I
have no idea how. Just Ollie Rowland things, I think.
Well, I think it's basically if you want to be at the front, it's not that difficult at that stage of the race. I thought, again, I was watching Tictum to see if it was some big strategy, but I think...
So was I.
I think it just... they weren't... Like,
the car wasn't not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, Rowland makes his way to the front. Evans also makes his way up there as well. In fact, Evans eventually takes the lead like 20 laps later, but they both sort of got into the position where when the pace picked up, they were in the right place and they had more energy. So it was looking good for them. And so, yeah, it's the two of them who are the ones at the front. Evans eventually takes the lead from Wehrlein. Rowland also passes Wehrlein, possibly under yellow flags, but there was no penalty, so...
There was no penalty.
I guess not.
See, James Rossiter was, like, adamant that he'd done it under yellow flags. But I guess he didn't.
Yeah.
Even though there was yellow flags and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. So then... then comes a full course yellow because... Costa gets a puncture because he gets hit by Mueller. So we don't get much else happening. And that's the way it ends. Evans wins it.
Yeah.
Ollie Rowland second and Wehrlein third.
Yeah.
Who else? Then we've got Buemi, Nato, Dennis, Mortara, Verne, Drugovic, and Ericsson are your point scorers there. So in the championship, what does it mean? Well, Wehrlein leads, but only just ahead of Mitch Evans. and Matara's up there, and Rowland. The sort of
Yeah.
It's funny. Like Rowland did pretty well at the start of the season. You thought, oh, he might like defend his title, but then completely dropped away, and then just popped back.
He's
P3,
coming
P2
back.
in Berlin. So just one weekend can completely change things. The same for Da Costa. He won.
He's had a bad weekend.
Yeah, he won in Jeddah. He won in Madrid, and then he's
this has been one to forget for him.
Back down to P8 in the championship. So still a lot of churning going on, but yeah, it is looking like Verline is just consistent, right? Yeah, was unlucky to get that puncture in the first race, but apart from that, he's very consistent at picking up points. So
annoyingly so.
Yeah, I think Verline maybe ticked him with the only good drivers, like possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, Mitch Evans is up there. Again, he was one of those ones who started the championship really poorly and has kind of come into it. It's interesting. Matara also pretty consistent at picking up points. I think they said he was leading. He was like leading the championship without ever winning a race so far.
Yeah. Fornaroli method.
Fornaroli, yeah. So I'm glad he's now in P3 because I don't think that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that actually, Rowland also hasn't won a race, but has had 5 podiums. So, yeah, maybe I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, that was all the racing this weekend. Well, actually, it wasn't.
So much racing.
There was also IMSA and Elms, but it was too much. I didn't watch any of that.
That's too much racing.
Next week, we've got IndyCar doing the road course at Indianapolis. And also, there's a round of WEC, so might check in what's going on there. Let's finish on our usual features. So firstly, was it a waste of time watching all the racing this weekend?
No, it was good. Formula E was not the best, but I watch it anyway because, my favourite drivers are there. But I think I've missed F1.
Yeah.
Even if it's not as good as it used to be, this was pretty good. So, a decent race, I'd say.
Yeah, just there was a lot of racing. But yeah, it was great to have F1 back, and F2 always delivers, and Formula E, it's always fun to watch, like the churn and everything.
Yeah.
It's always worth watching. So out of all of the drivers, do we have the actual driver of the day?
Well, Max won F1 driver of the day. I voted for him to win driver of the day, but when the king came up at the end and it was like, started P2, ended P5, and I'm like, yes, that's my driver of the day. I would say possibly Colapinto.
Oh, wow! I never thought.
I know.
I know. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
But I thought valiant effort from him to stay there. Also, he does have a Mercedes engine, so is he cheating? I'll never give driver of the day to anyone in F2. Yeah. No, and no one for FA either.
Yeah.
Just that's just what it's like. If you work your way up from the back, that's just Formula E.
Well, Mueller, you could make an argument because
could you
purposely dropped back in the first race to save energy? At least. Yeah, well, like it was.
Yeah, but that's not driver of the day. That's strategy of the day.
Okay, so driver of the day is his engineer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think Colapinto. Yeah, it's hard to argue. Yeah, it's good. Great. And then what about attack mode? Surely
several things have annoyed me. Several things have annoyed me this weekend. I guess I'm just gonna lean in on the commentary again from all series, but mostly not just Chris, Crofty.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just missing things, getting stuff wrong again, chatting absolute shite. Just like he's just not good. The Max Arena thing. No.
Yeah.
no, that's not happening. I refuse it. And yeah, he was just chatting shite about, I don't know what, shorts or something. Like when there's like actually important stuff to be talked about during FP1, and they're just yapping about, what's a job where you can wear shorts? Like, fuck off.
Oh yeah. He insulted. Yeah. Karun insulted all postmen.
All postmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, Formula E commentary is fine, especially when Sam's there, because I love Sam Bird. But yeah, F2, those two, particularly Chris and Pierce, no, ban them from being in a room together, because they're both shite, and together they're even more shite. So yeah, that's my attack mode. No one can do commentary.
Fair enough.
Again, and I think we've had a similar one last season. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I can imagine so. But yeah, it is annoying. But then I think maybe it might just be really difficult.
It probably is really, really difficult, and there's no way that I could do it. But I just think sometimes when you're just chatting shit and you have no idea what's going on, like there was a slow pit stop, and Crofty goes, "That was a really smooth pit stop," and Martin's just like, "No, the front right was wrong."
Yeah.
You could see it happen, and he was like, "Oh well," like, oh, come on, use your eyes, mate.
Okay. Anyway, good. I mean, we'll probably hear that one again before the end of the season.
Yeah.
It is annoying. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, our email address is theoutsidelinepod@gmail.com.
We are also on Blue Sky at The Outside Line Pod.
Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.